Hi guys, so in this video we will be discussing about 7 ways, effective ways through which you can grow your sales. If you are a businessman watching this video, watch it till the end because you will get a lot of learning and valuable content from this video. Okay, so let's start by the first point. So the first is you have to understand your customer problem and try to solve it. So what I mean is every customer has a problem which they are facing in their life. So if you can understand the problem and try to solve them through your product or a service, it will be a grateful to the customer. He will be your loyal customer and will get retained and will buy from you itself. So how you can find the problem and can solve it to your product or service. So to find the problem, you observe your customer whenever they are visiting your store. Try to observe them, what are their behaviors, interest, what they are looking for, which product they like, what are their dislikes, and also talk to them, ask them some questions, take their contact details and send them some forms or surveys through which you can get an idea of what problem they are facing and what are their needs, what they want from you. Okay, after that, after you find the problem, try to solve it from your product or service. Okay, whichever the good or service you are selling to the customer, try to add that problem solving solution in the product itself, so that customer will retain with you. Why? Because his problem is getting solved from your product. If not, I have a good idea. If you don't have a product which is solving the customer problem, I will suggest you to get a other product which is solving the problem of the customer, and try to attach it with your primary product, and say to the customer by giving an offer that if you buy this primary product, you will get this product as a free. From this product, your problem will get solved. So by adding secondary product to your primary product, you can retain the customer, you can increase your sales, as to buy the secondary product, they will buy the primary product, and keep it, if you are not able to pay, give it for free, keep it as a 40% off, 30% off, so that the customer will absolutely buy your primary product to solve their problems through secondary product. Okay, clear with this point? Let's move on to the second point, that is focus on retaining your existing customer than to acquire new customer. Okay, what I mean, you have a business, you have some existing customer. Don't focus on getting more and more new customer. I want those customer from that market. Don't focus on getting acquiring new customer. Just focus on retaining which customers you are serving now. Retain them so that they can benefit you in a long term. Okay, so how you can, and why I am saying this is, it is always a 7% cheaper than it is a 7 times more expensive to acquire a new customer than to retain a existing customer. If you want to retain a customer, okay, you have to think that you are spending 100 rupees to retain a customer. If you want to get a new customer, you have to pay 700 rupees. That I want to say. Okay, so think of retaining the customer. Okay, and if you retain a customer, they will have a behavior of coming to your shop and buy the product, and they will become a loyal customer. They will attach to your shop, attach to your product, and for a lifetime they will buy it from yourself. If their kids or son or daughter is coming with them in future, those children will also buy it from your shop. Okay, so try to retain customer than to acquiring customer. And still one benefit, if you retain a customer, what you will get is that is a like a gem for you. You will get a non-salaried salesperson. Why I am saying it is if a customer becomes your loyal customer and he always buy product from you, he will also promote it to someone else, like his friends, family, relatives, and he will convince them to buy product from you itself. So he will act as a promoter of your product without getting paid. Okay, so this is a major benefit. It is like a gem for you, for your business. So it will help you in a long term. It will help you to gain more and more customer from that existing retained and loyal customer. Okay, so focus on retaining customer and making them loyal. Coming on to the third point, observe and understand your competitors weaknesses and strategies. Okay, so you have to observe your competitors weaknesses, and you have to use those weaknesses as an opportunity to get more and more customer, or to increase your sales and profit. Let me give one example. I have seen this. I will not tell the any name or something, but I have seen this. I have experienced this. So think that there are two shops, shop A, shop B, two businesses. Okay, in a shop A there are two person working, and there are two owners of that shop A, and both are the own brothers. But in a shop B there is only one person who is working. Now during lunchtime, the shop B owner will close his shop and go to have a break and have a lunch. At that time, these shop B owner can get a benefit of it, can use that opportunity to increase their sales. Like if they can have an alternate, like if one is going to take break, one will be working. If one is working, then other will go to take break. Like that, they will not have to close their shop to have a lunch or have a break. So here they will get an opportunity to use and attract those customers from the shop B. If the shop is closed for half an hour or 1 hour, they can use the time and opportunity to attract those customers and increase their sales. This is also a good about benefit of what weaknesses. This is also a good benefit which weaknesses is paying you. Okay, so and the weaknesses which you are finding from your competitor, you should not misuse it, or it should not harm any other businesses. You should just use it to increase your own sales and use it as an opportunity. Okay, and also you should understand the customer's strategies, what strategies he is applying to get more customer or to retain customers. Okay, if you understand those strategies, observe those strategies and try to make a good strategies than those to upgrade yourself. If you are able to make a good strategies than your competitors, then try to make it and attract more customers towards yourself. Now if you just copy the strategy of your competitor, your customer will feel bad from you. You may lose your customers. So don't just copy and paste those strategies. You try to improve those strategies and find what problem those strategies have and upgrade yourself with that. Okay, so you can understand your competitor and well perform from them. Okay, so next thing is promote your product through social media micro influencers. Okay, so have you heard a word of micro influencers anytime? If not, let me explain you about it. Micro influencers are someone who have a very less followers on their social media platforms, but those are very effective, well niched people. Like if there is someone beauty parlor, they have a Instagram page and they have a 2000 follower, then those 2000 followers are well niched. If I ask you, if you have a friend, you have a great circle of friends, and those people are following you on Instagram, your friend circle is great strength for micro influencers. Like micro influencers have a very small community and they are well niched in a particular segment, and those micro influencers are better than celebrities and other persons. So you can use as a businessman, you can use your micro influencers to gain to promote your product. Like why I am saying micro influencers are so powerful, because if a friend promotes a product to his friend, there are definitely chances that the other friend will buy it, because the conversion rate is very high in case of a friend suggesting a product to his own friend. But as in other case, if a celebrity is promoting some product to their fans or followers, there is very less conversion rate, but in case of friends there is more. So as a small businessman, you have to find some few people who have a good following base and they have a good engagement too. Okay, and there should be engagement ratio of at least 15 to 20%. What I mean is, if a person has 1,000 followers, then at least he should get a minimum of average 150 to 200 likes, comments, likes on their post. So at least 15% of engagement rate. Find few micro influencers and promote your product through them. this you can do to increase your sales. This can drastically increase your conversion rate too. Okay, so next come on to the fifth point, that is use coupon offers and give it to your customers which they can redeem in their next visit. Okay, so many of them has a myth that giving coupons or keeping offers to for the customer is an expense or a loss to a business. But let me tell you one thing is that if you are adding value to a customer, then it is not an expense, it is an investment. Because if a customer is getting value, he will be retained to you and he will get more customers to your business. It will be a asset for you. Okay, understand this thing. And if you offer a coupon, so that if you are offering a coupons, then tell them that they can redeem it in their next visit. Through this you can retain a majority of customers, and also you can make them loyal to be connected with your brand. And this will also help you to bring a connection between your customers. As they will come to a next visit, they will be having a behavior of coming to your shop and buying it. It will get a relationship between you and your it will have a relationship between you and your customers. So use this method to retain your customers. Coming on to the sixth point. Okay, if you are not able to provide a good value through your product, because think that you have a same product in the market what the competitors are providing. Okay, in this case what you can do, if you want to add more value to your customer, you can improve your service. If you can't improve your product because you don't have a manufacturing access to improve the product, but you can improve your service of giving the product. Whenever the customer is coming to your shop, try to give them a good service. Like also if your customer is entering your shop, try to respect them, talk with them in a polite way, and give them as much as a benefits or value you can through your service, and they will definitely buy a product from you. Even they will be willing to pay extra for you. If the product is of 100 rupees in the market, if you are charging 105 and giving a excellent service to your customer, they will pay it without any bargaining, because everyone need a self respect. And if you are giving them a self respect, you are talking them politely, humbly, then they will buy your product even if it is on a premium rate. Okay, so understand this, and this will give you a competitive edge, a competitive advantage. You will be different from your competitors, as your service are good. Product, it may be the same what you are selling, the same thing your competitor may also be selling, but the service which you are providing will be good enough, will be excellent. So improve your service to retain and get more customer. Okay, and you can sell it on a premium. Your product you can sell it on premium. So and the customer will buy it from you if you are giving him a good service. Next point is, this is the last point in this video. This is digitalizing your business operations and procedures. Okay, see, during this COVID pandemic situation, every traditional businesses were not online, who were not digitalized themselves, who were not using a good software, they are hit a lot and they are in losses. So the future is digital. If you are not getting digitalized in today's world, you are lacking behind. Get digitalized and be ahead of competitors. I think many of the small businesses are their competitors are not yet digitalized. So if you get digitalized, you will get a competitive advantage. And your customers nowadays are more on online platforms rather than they are roaming on the streets, because everyone are in the home, they are quarantined, many of them are quarantined, they are just scrolling their social media, Google. You should be there available so that customer will buy from you. Nowadays no one is coming to the street and buying product in a traditional way, they are getting online, and you should also apply these digital platforms to grow online. Okay, and also your operations in the business should be automated through softwares, so that you can now after applying those 6 points which I have told, you will drastically increase your sales. And if you are getting more and more customer, you alone will not be able to manage everything. So you have to keep some softwares which will help you to manage all the things. And also you need to have a social presence on the internet, where your customers can find you and buy from you. They can engage with you, they can communicate with you, because digital is the future and this industry is going through a massive growth. So apply this and be a part of it and take the opportunity from this digital world. And if you want any digital services from me, as I am a digital marketer, you can fill a form below, where I will be talking with you and explain, and I will understand your business, and I will give your strategies, plans through which you can improve your business absolutely for free. So please fill the form below. I will contact you personally, I will understand your business, and I will give you strategies, plans, and I will also help you to get an online presence absolutely for free. Okay, thank you, have a good day.